Thanks, Carl. Well, Defence Minister Stephen Smith is said to be considering a judicial inquiry into allegations of sexual misconduct at the Australian Defence Force Academy. Meanwhile, more alleged victims are coming forward. One man says he was bashed and raped by 6 other cadets after trying to protect a female recruit in 1989. A witness says those men are now senior officers in the Army and the Navy. Well, there's been a lot of talk about the legal implications from the case of the female cadet last week. And joining me now with more is lawyer Sam Macedone. Sam, good morning.
Good morning, Lisa.
Now, just to go back over this case, the woman says that the sex that she had was consensual. There's no denying that. But she did not consent to the filming or to there being an audience. Are there no laws to cover this at all?
Unfortunately, what happens is that the law that applies is the law as to where the incident takes place. In the ACT, there is no laws that cover this situation. Here in New South Wales, for instance, or Victoria, it would have been covered and it would have been an offence. There is a Listening Devices Act in the ACT, which means that had he have simply recorded what was being said, then that would have been an offence, and to publish that would have been an offence. But I don't know whether any audio was in fact captured, or rather just the film, which was Skyped through to some other room.
Is it just me, or is that gobsmacking, that it is more illegal in the ACT to have someone's voice down on tape than have them having sex?
It is. It's totally ridiculous, because what needs to happen is that the ACT needs to catch up with everywhere else.
Does there need to be a new common law established to protect privacy right across the country? Because webcams are causing a real issue. It's
an enormous issue. I mean, the only thing that I could come up with in researching the problem was that it is an offence under the Commonwealth Criminal Code to use a carriage service to cause offence. That may or may not cover this situation. But what they really need to do is to amend the Criminal Code and the Commonwealth Crimes Act to cover these situations, which are already covered in most other states. The ACT is simply a territory. It's not a state on its own, and it borrows a lot of the laws from the Commonwealth. For instance, the Commonwealth has a Surveillance Devices Act, but it only covers surveillance that's recorded from warrants that are issued against drug dealers or importations and the like, and what you can do with what you capture in those films. In New South Wales, we have a Surveillance Act, and you film something like this and then publish it or distribute it, you are liable to 5 years jail.
So that's a breach of privacy. Is the privacy breached when the filming happens, or when it's actually published, when it goes out there and is available?
On both occasions.
Right, okay.
On both occasions. And funny enough, in the ACT, that Privacy Act that they have there, which is a Commonwealth Act, doesn't really cover this situation.
And where do all of our politicians live? In the ACT?
In Canberra, exactly.
Something needs to be redressed there.
Well and truly.
Sam, thanks a lot for that. Over to you, Carl.